Hello, this is David Ratcliffe, President of Pink Elephant, and I'm joined today by George Spalding, our VP of Global Events.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, George, to talk about our upcoming 12th Annual IT Service Management Conference. Now, what I thought we would do is have a look through the website. Hopefully you can see my cursor there on the screen, and I'm going to scroll down and look at our website. This is the home page of the website. And I see, George, we have lots of little adverts, if you like, or links off the website here to show you where the conference is. There's this banner ad here,
Yep.
and there's other links here and there. Let's click on one of them and see what comes up. And I thought we could just have a look down some of the highlights of the event and recap where we are and what people can expect, right?
That's good. Sounds like a good plan.
So I know sometimes we complain that our website maybe should be a bit more sophisticated with the conference page, but I think this works really well, especially for what we're going to do right now.
Absolutely.
Because we're just going to scroll down here and look at all of the features of this event, right?
Perfect.
What have you got to tell us right at the beginning here?
Okay, well, let's look at the theme. I mean, first of all, this is our 12th annual event, and it is on track to be the largest ITSM event in the world. It's also the largest one we've ever done. And the theme this year is continuing the ITIL journey, another brick in the wall, which of course comes from that world famous group, Pink Floyd.
Pink, that's nice.
Pink Floyd, Pink Elephant. Yeah, there is a tie in there, don't you think?
If it's pink, it works, right?
If it's pink, it works, yes.
But some people I know have said to me that, a brick in the wall, a wall is not really a positive thing. I've said, hey, get a life, we're just having a bit of fun, right? I mean, walls can be positive. They have to be good at building. I've just finished reading Pillars of the Earth again, that book by Ken Follett, where he talks about building cathedrals.
Yeah.
Lots of walls in there.
A lot of walls in cathedrals.
And you've got to be really good at building a wall, project management, and all the rest of it. Anyway, never mind about that. The main thing is we're having a bit of fun.
We're having a good time with Pink Floyd.
All right, so I notice all of the tracks here are named in red here after Pink Floyd songs.
Right, they have regular content track names.
Do you have to be a Pink Floyd fan to come to the conference?
You do not have to be a Pink Floyd fan to.
We're not going to overwhelm you with Pink Floyd.
We're not overwhelming you with Pink Floyd, but if you happen to like Pink Floyd, you're really going to get a kick out of a lot of stuff we do.
All right, okay. I see here we've got clicks that you can download brochures from the past conferences.
Right.
I know you can also download the brochure for this year, but it's kind of at the end of here, isn't it?
Exactly,
right at the end. So if you want to look at last year's conference or the year before, what we did and how things are getting bigger and better, then you can do some real analysis and comparisons.
I mean, we've got, this year, Dave, we have over 150 different sessions.
That's a lot more than before, isn't it?
That's more than before, and biggest we've ever done.
Okay, so who are these guys here? I'm starting to see some pictures here.
Oh, well, you're at the keynote section. So that's Craig Ferguson from CBS's Late Late Show.
All right, yeah, I've seen him.
Craig,
he's really good.
He's very funny. He's Scottish. Which
that's okay. Which
is just north of England, isn't it? Aren't you from northern England?
Yeah, not
I think that's going to come up, don't you think?
I was 50 miles from Scotland was where I was born, right?
Scotland, yes. Yeah. I can't say that very well with my Minnesota accent. Anyway, Craig is our opening keynote. He'll be there. We'll be doing basically a version of the Craig Ferguson Late Late Show. It'll be the early Pink Show.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, who else have we got here?
We got Chad Pogrecki, a young man that I found. I saw him on Sunday morning, and he's basically been running around saving the rivers in the United States for the last 10 years. Really an inspiring guy.
So he's got some interesting stories to tell us.
Cool stuff and some great video as well.
Now, can I tell you about Daniel Pink? There's another Pink guy.
Hey, what do you think?
Does that make a hiring criteria? Or
well, I tell you, I think it was why I looked at him in the first place. Let's put it that way.
Anyway, to be honest though, serious, I read his book just before the holidays, end of last year. I thought it was fantastic.
Very impressive.
I mean, really good.
Especially for our audience. I mean, we have basically a lot of people who have technical backgrounds, and he has a focus on the fact that people from technical backgrounds usually operate with only half of their brain, and he talks about the whole mind, etc.
In fact, these days you can, I know this YouTube is hosting you can find videos of him speaking elsewhere. If you just want a little 2-minute insight as to what's he going to be like, he's really smart. He's got some fantastic ideas. You can also get some Craig Ferguson videos as well if you want on YouTube. All right, that's good. Wayne Cotter, that name is familiar to me.
Wayne has been on almost every late night show and as a comedian. And what Wayne's going to do for us is he's going to come in And he's going to come in a day early, and he's going to roam around with our attendees and the folks at our conference, and he's going to find out what really makes them tick, and he's going to do some interviews with them, and then he's going to base his keynote basically on those interviews.
So he's going to talk to our customers, and then he's going to base whatever he talks about on what they've told him about their life and their experiences.
Exactly, that's what he's
Now,
going to do. Very sharp guy,
I remember
very quick.
last year we had a guy called Chris Bliss who did the juggling, right?
Right.
And also he was similar type of thing.
Yeah, in fact, it was Chris who led us to Wayne.
That's what I was getting at. I remember Chris saying, I've got a buddy who you might want to think about for next year, and so here he is. So
Yep.
we do listen to people when
Cool.
they give us. There's a couple of other guys there, but we won't spend any time looking at that, right?
One of them's bald.
So look, we got some. Let's look at this the exhibition showcase. I mean, that might not be one of the high value items for some customers, but I think this is a great opportunity for people to learn about tools and technologies
Exactly.
in a non-intimidating way, right?
Everybody feels that, the expo hall is all about sales, but in many cases it's really about education.
Yeah.
It's about learning. And then we have more gold sponsors, more platinum sponsors. We actually have 2 platinum sponsors, and more silver sponsors than ever before. A larger expo hall than we've ever had.
Well, this is a long list, man.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I'm very pleased.
Media sponsor, okay. Then we've got the tracks again. Oh, now I know this is going to be this is where we're going to recap in all the sessions.
We
right?
actually list 150 or
you know what?
sessions.
In the interest of time, I'm not going to stop and allow you to talk about any one because we'll be here for hours.
But
just generally, tell us a little bit about the program overall.
Well, I think the program is big enough now that we actually we're providing some help for people. For instance, I'm doing an optimizer session on the first day of the event on Monday, February 18th, and to tell people basically how to navigate the conference and look at things.
So, sorry to interrupt. So there's so much stuff that we've got here that we've actually started to think about how to guide people.
How to guide people through.
Into what kind of sessions they might want to think about. And so I know towards the end of here, we've actually got some. When I get to the end.
Well, there's tracks. There's basically paths based on what you do. I know. Keep going. You're doing fine.
There we go. There we go. Some sample itineraries.
Exactly.
So depending on your job or what your area of focus is or what your project is right now, we've got some examples of, well, you might want to go to this session, that session, or that one. That's what it is, right?
Exactly. And then also, we have other things along those lines. When people register, there'll actually be a program advisor at a desk sitting there so that people could say, okay, I'm registered now. And they can sit down with a knowledgeable.
I want to know how to implement the service catalog.
Exactly.
I got a session here about it, but is it really going to this kind of depth? Will I even be able to answer that type of thing?
They'll be live and they'll be there. And people will also receive every day in their inbox, every registered attendee will get a conference optimizer email.
What is
telling
that?
them, well, that's what's coming up today, what did we do yesterday and what's coming up today and a schedule for today and things like that.
All right, okay. So I notice we have, as the world's largest ITIL certification training provider, we have, I think it's virtually every course we do, right?
We are offering
before and after the conference.
Every course we do is offered at the conference, either before or after, and some both.
Some of them are both, right?
Right.
Oh, look, the ITIL Awards.
Right. This year we're continuing the ITIL Project of the Year, Practitioner of the Year, and we're adding a new award called the Innovation of the Year. And this is really for vendors and in terms of what products and services have come out from the vendor community this year that represent the largest innovation in our industry.
We haven't mentioned the venue, of course, which in Las Vegas is...
The Bellagio.
I love it there.
It's a beautiful place.
One of my favorite hotels.
It's the only hotel that has movies made about it.
Oh, yeah. Oceans.
They keep making movies, and it's always the Bellagio.
15, Ocean 17B.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So,
Son of Oceans 13.
Yeah. No, it's a great hotel. Great. What else have we got here? Anything special here?
Well, we still, at this point in time, even at this late date, you can still get your team discounts.
Your team discounts.
Right. So if you buy more than 3 registrations at this point, you will get a certain amount off.
All right. And then what else? How do people book? Because this is the end. We're at the end now, George.
We're at the end of the website. Well, they can obviously go to this web page where we are right now.
Click on this bit
here. Click on Add to Cart and move forward. Or they can call us at 1-888-273-PINK, and we'll be happy to take their registration.
And if you're overseas, if you're outside of North America and you can't use the toll-free number, it's country code 1-905-331-0000. 5060.
That's it.
And good. Hope to see you there. Thanks, George.
Thanks, Dave. See
All
you
right.
in Vegas, man.
Bye.
Bye.